Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Daniel Malcolm, Associate Professor and Chair of the Department of Pharmacy Practice in the Doctor of Pharmacy program. And I have the privilege of serving as the Master of Ceremonies for the 2021 Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Commencement Ceremony. Before we begin this morning's ceremony, I would like to request that you silence all cell phones or portable electronic devices. We thank you in advance for helping us to maintain focus on our celebration for this morning, our graduates. At this time, I would like to share with you a brief overview of the processional and academic regalia that will be seen this morning. A representation of the academic authority of a university is often symbolized in the creation and use of an institutional mace during formal ceremonial proceedings. The Sullivan University ceremonial mace, handcrafted to accompany university officials during various formal proceedings, represents elements of the university that are recognizable throughout the institution. The staff of the mace, similar to the columns that support the roof structure of the main entrance on Sullivan University's main campus, represents strength, dignity, and timeless beauty. The glass-blown flame atop the staff represents an official symbol of the university, and its green tint is representative of the university's official colors, green and white. The official seal of the university is prominently displayed on all four sides of the mace, the same symbol that adorns diploma and degree parchment and other official university documents. The Sullivan University ceremonial mace is displayed here in front of the podium. The Chancellor and CEO of the Sullivan University system, the President of Sullivan University, the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost of Sullivan University, the Dean of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, and the Interim Director of the Physician Assistant Program will form the first part of the processional this morning. Next, the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences will enter the sanctuary, followed by the graduating classes of 2021. Members of the faculty wear the academic robe. The master's gown is designed with an oblong sleeve, open at the wrist, and with an arc cut away at the front of the sleeve. The doctoral gown is faced down the front with velvet and bears 3 velvet bands on the sleeve to indicate doctoral status. Faculty also wear the mortarboard or doctoral tam according to the practice of the school that granted our individual degrees, as well as a master's or doctoral hood, which represent our various schools and disciplines. The hood bears a chevron emblazoned with the college colors, in our case for our graduates this morning, green and white, indicating Sullivan University. The facing of the hood indicates the field of study. The representative color for physician assistant is gold, for pharmacy is olive green, for Doctor of Philosophy is royal blue, for Doctor of Education is light blue, and for Doctor of Medical Sciences is green. This morning, the faculty will hood each candidate with the doctoral or master's hood. It is our final outward mark of approval upon these graduates' educational achievement. In addition, to recognize scholarship achievement, the designation of summa cum laude will be accorded to those graduates with a GPA of 3.80 to 4.0, who will be wearing gold cords. Magna cum laude to those with a GPA of 3.60 to 3.79, who will be wearing silver cords, and cum laude to those with a GPA of 3.40 to 3.59, who will be wearing purple cords. Graduates who are receiving a Master of Business Administration degree and who have a GPA of 3.3 and higher will be wearing green and white medallions. Graduates who are members of the National Pharmacy Honor Society, ROCI, will be wearing purple and white cords. Membership to ROCI is based upon exemplary achievement in scholarship, character, and leadership. Graduates who are members of the National Physician Assistant Honor Society, Pi Alpha, will be wearing silver and teal cords. Membership to Pi Alpha signifies significant academic achievement and honors the individual for their leadership, research, community and professional service, and other related activities. Graduates who are members of the National Pharmacy Leadership Society, Phi Lambda Sigma, will be wearing green and gold honor cords. Membership to Phi Lambda Sigma is based upon leadership characteristics and achievements. Additionally, veterans of the United States Armed Forces will be wearing cords of red, white, and blue. Other cords and tassels you will see today are indicative of student members of the following national organizations. Blue and black intertwined cords representing members of the Academy of Managed Care Pharmacists. Lavender and white cords representing members of Christian Pharmacists Fellowship International. dark blue cords representing the National Community Pharmacists Association, scarlet and cadet gray cords representing Brothers of Kappa Psi, the oldest professional pharmacy fraternity, blue and orange cords representing members of the Student Society of Health Systems Pharmacists, and gold and blue cords representing the members of Lambda Kappa Sigma. Finally, members of the American Pharmacists Association who have earned them will be wearing cords of light blue and white. Now please rise and remain standing as we welcome the graduating class of 2021 with our processional. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, I congratulate the graduates. This ceremony celebrates both the physician assistant and Doctor of Pharmacy graduates. We are pleased to be here in person today. We also recognize that the many accomplishments of these graduates often represent the efforts of many family members and friends. We extend our congratulations to you as well. We will begin our program today by recognizing our distinguished stage guests. Will our guests please stand and be recognized as your names are called? Chancellor Glenn Sullivan, Chancellor and CEO of the Sullivan University System. Dr. Jay Marr, President of Sullivan University. Dr. Diana Lawrence, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost of Sullivan University. Dr. Misty Stutz, Dean of the Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Professor Abby Hardy, Interim Director of the Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Physician Assistant Program. This morning, we are honored to have Dr. Jay Marr representing Sullivan University. Dr. Marr, Sullivan University's president since late 2012, first came to Sullivan in 1996. Since that time and before ascending to the presidency, Dr. Marr served in student affairs in various roles, then later in academic affairs, wherein he served as vice president for academic affairs and chief academic officer from 2009 to 2012. Dr. Marr is in his fourth year on the Board of Trustees for the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, SACS COC, the institutional accreditor that accredits major institutions in the southern region of the United States, and he also serves on the SACS COC Executive Council and chairs the Audit and Finance Committees. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you Dr. Jay Marr.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolm. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Malcolm said, my name is Dr. Jay Marr, and I'm the president of Sullivan University. And it is my honor and indeed my pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, your family and friends to the 2021 commencement ceremonies for the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. As Dr. Malcolm has introduced the Dean of the College, I'd also like for us to take just a moment to recognize Miss Jill Lucas, who is providing the lovely music for us this morning. Also introduced was Chancellor Glenn Sullivan of the Sullivan University System. Chancellor Sullivan will be doing the official conferral of the degrees a little bit later on this morning. Commencement ceremonies can often bring a mixed bag of emotions. Graduates who are preparing to embark on a new profession sometimes feel a bit of sadness at the realization that their school-based learning journey and routine over the past few years is coming to a close, as are the familiar and often daily interactions with classmates, faculty, preceptors, and others. The fact that each of you made it to today should evoke a well-deserved sense of pride. The grit, determination, and intelligence that has brought you to today are not traits everyone possesses, so your pride in yourself and your accomplishments are valid, and we share a sense of pride in what you have accomplished. Hopefully, you are also experiencing a profound feeling of joy and happiness that you have done what you set out to do. In my view, to make someone well and ease the suffering of another human being is the highest calling one can have, and each of you are well prepared to go forward into your profession and do just that. I commend you on your chosen profession and your heart for service and dedication to medical care. I stand here today in honor of each of you and congratulate you on a job very well done. You made the commitment, and you now own your success. And on behalf of the entire faculty and staff at Sullivan University, we say congratulations. By and through your success, you have made us very proud, and we know you will continue to do so in the future with much success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Marr. I am now pleased to introduce to you Dr. Misty Stutz, Dean of the Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Dr. Stutz joined Sullivan University in 2008 as Director of Experiential Education, was advanced to Assistant Dean of Experiential Education in 2012, was appointed as Assistant Dean and Chair of the Department of Pharmacy Practice in 2018, and was named the Dean of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in December of 2019. Please join me in welcoming Dean Stutz.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony of this class of 2021. Friends and family, it is so good to see you live and celebrating the accomplishments of this amazing class of graduates. This event marks the culmination of many years of hard work and commitment by an extremely talented group of students. So we honor you, the class of 2021, for the accomplishments and completion of a rigorous curriculum and to celebrate the beginning of your formal professional careers. You could not have done so, though, without the faculty and preceptors of the college. They have played an integral role in preparing you for your careers. And so if I can at this time, would all faculty and preceptors please stand? Thank you so much for the contribution of these students' success. Class of 2021, it is so good to see your beautiful smiles. It seems like just yesterday you started your professional education, and yet almost like an eternity. If I were to ask every pharmacist and physician assistant in this room about their own programs, they would go on and on about the rigors and how difficult it was, and yet their experience does not include the loss of a classmate, the horrors of social unrest, and the injustices of health disparities escalated by a pandemic. But you have. But not only have you lived through these horrible events, you have grown and you have excelled. You have shown that you truly understand what it means to care for others and to work to bring an end to human suffering. Your tenacity and strength set you apart in a way of no other. I have no doubt that you are prepared, both by the classroom and by the events of these last 18 months, to meet any challenge your profession might hold. I wish you all the best personally in your career journey. I am so proud of you and honored to call you my colleague. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Stutz. And now we would like to take this time to recognize our valedictorians. The valedictorians are the student or students with the highest scholastic attainment of 4.0 GPA during their enrollment in the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, 2 years of enrollment in the Physician Assistant Program, or 3 years of enrollment in the Doctor of Pharmacy Program. The valedictorians were awarded valedictorian medals at the 2021 Honors and Awards Ceremony, which was held yesterday. As I call the names of each of the 2021 valedictorians, I would like to ask each graduate to stand and remain until all awardees are announced. Please hold your applause until I have announced all of the names. Join me in congratulating the class of 2021 valedictorians. From the Physician Assistant Program, Riley Bechtel, Brittany Ann Christ, Kelly Ann Dorensoro, my apologies, Hannah Marie Hollenbach, Alexis Michelle Kerball, Madeline Grace Moore, Caitlin Kelly Morales, Nicole Norton, Owen Mitchell Peterson, Sarah Danielle Wolf. From the Doctor of Pharmacy Program, Jesse Tyler Baker, Jessica Dawn Link, Jessica Nicole Mattingly. Each year, the faculty of the Doctor of Pharmacy and Physician Assistant programs recognize a member of the graduating class with the Faculty Gold Key. The Faculty Gold Key awardee is chosen based on performance in 3 primary skill categories across the curriculum: knowledge, application, and service. To present the Faculty Gold Keys, we welcome to the stage Dean Stutz and Professor Hardy. The awardee from the Physician Assistant Program exhibited dedication to the curriculum by graduating summa cum laude. She has a Bachelor of Science degree in kinesiology and was a physical therapist aide, ophthalmologist technician, and healthcare consultant before her acceptance into the PA program. While at Sullivan, she served as PA class president, always advocating for fellow classmates and demonstrating superior leadership skills and initiative. The 2021 Physician Assistant Program Faculty Gold Key is awarded to Nicole Salas. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Salas. This year's Doctor of Pharmacy awardee exhibited dedication to the program by graduating summa cum laude. He began his undergraduate education by receiving his Associate of Science in Pharmacy Technician at Sullivan University and his remaining pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of Louisville. While at the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, he served as president of Phi Lambda Sigma Leadership Society, vice president of Rho Chi, and secretary of Kappa Psi Pharmaceutical Fraternity. The 2021 Doctor of Pharmacy Faculty Gold Key is awarded to Ibrahim Matish. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Matish. We are pleased to welcome Chancellor Glenn Sullivan for this portion of our ceremony. Chancellor Sullivan has spent over 30 years in higher education and has served in various leadership roles in state, regional, and national educational organizations and associations. He was instrumental in Sullivan's growth to a doctoral degree granting university and has led the institution through numerous growth states. He was recently affirmed as Chancellor CEO of the Sullivan University system.
Professor Hardy supposed to come up too?
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science and Physician Assistant please rise? Chancellor Sullivan, these students have fulfilled the requirements leading to the degree of Master of Science and Physician Assistant, and I recommend these students to you for conference of this degree.
Okay. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Kentucky Council of Post-Secondary Education and the Board of Directors of Sullivan University, I hereby confer upon you the Master of Science and Physician Assistant degree with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives thereunto pertaining. Students, please move your tassels to the left. As part of our Sullivan University tradition, students, please turn around and thank your family and friends for all the support they've given you. All right, thank you, graduates. Please be seated.
Thank you, Chancellor Sullivan. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, it is now my pleasure to introduce Professor Abigail Gardner. She will present the graduates of the Class of 2021 Physician Assistant Program. As graduates are recognized on stage for hooding, we will also identify award recipients and those who are pursuing postgraduate education. Awards have been given to students with high scholastic records or other achievements worthy of recognition. For the hooding ceremony, I would like to now invite Professor Abby Hardy, Dr. Aaron Chalmers, and Professor Kelly Joy to please come to the stage. Professor Hardy and Dr. Chalmers have been selected by the Class of 2021 to hood each graduate. Professor Kelly Joy will assist Dean Stutz in awarding the diplomas.
The Class of 2021 Physician Assistant graduates. As your name is called, including honor, award, and postgraduate education status, please present yourself on stage. Please hold your applause until all graduates are recognized. Ann Spicer Adams, summa cum laude and recipient of the Dean's Scholarship of Student Excellence. Rida Qadri Ali. Riley Dane Bechtel, valedictorian, summa cum laude, and Pi Alpha inductee. Mackenzie Andra Sharon Bruce, magna cum laude. Brittany Ann Christ, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Sarah DeBaugh, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Gerlach Davis, magna cum laude, recipient of the Stephen G. Gaskin Spirit of the Profession Award and Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement and Pi Alpha inductee. Joseph Connor Davis, cum laude, recipient of the Shooting for the Stars Award and Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Kelly Ann Dornsoro, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Montana Dotson. Logan Charles Galbraith, summa cum laude. Christine Marie Gates, summa cum laude. Angela Larrabee Harris, summa cum laude. Randy Hicks, cum laude. Hannah Marie Hollenbeck, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Michael Hughes. Angelise Jorgens. Stuart Kelly, magna cum laude, recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement and Pi Alpha inductee. Alexis Michelle Kerbaugh, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Hannah Lee King. Rebecca Sue Koopman. Alexis Diane Lopez, cum laude. Dallin Bruce McClanahan, summa cum laude, recipient of the Extra Mile Award and a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement, Pi Alpha inductee, and pursuing a physician assistant surgical fellowship. Amber Hall McElroy, summa cum laude. Andrew Evan Mitchell II, magna cum laude. Madeline Grace Moore, valedictorian, summa cum laude, and Pi Alpha inductee. Caitlin Kelly Morales, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Nicole Norton, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Owen Mitchell Peterson, valedictorian, summa cum laude, and recipient of the Physician Assistant Program Didactic Excellence Award. Rachel Ann Ricks, summa cum laude, and recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Catherine Ryder, summa cum laude. Tina Kaur Sani, magna cum laude, and pursuing a hospitalist postgraduate advanced practice provider training program. Nicole Grace Robles Salas, summa cum laude, recipient of the Faculty Gold Key, MVP Award, and Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement, and Pi Alpha inductee. Carly Nicole Schreiber, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Sewell, summa cum laude. Stag Shattuck, cum laude. Shelley Stickle, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Stone, magna cum laude and recipient of the Excellence in Professionalism Award. Emily Nicole Terry, summa cum laude and recipient of the Physician Assistant Program Clinical Excellence Award. Corinne Nicole Tilley. Fat Tran. Abigail Updike, summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Wagoner, cum laude. Melissa Webb. Sarah Danielle Wolf, valedictorian, summa cum laude, and recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Caitlin Shiel Yost, summa cum laude.
Let's take a moment to congratulate the Physician Assistant Program Class of 2021. Annually, the graduating seniors choose one member of their class to offer a response. We have 2 responses this year, one from each program. This year, the address from the Physician Assistant Program is offered by Mr. Randy Hicks. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Hicks to the podium.
anybody else nervous, or is it just me? I was going to throw in a corny preacher joke, but then I was like, I think I'm just not going to do that. So good morning, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of the Sullivan University Physician Assistant Class of 2021, thank you, Dean Stutz, Mr. Gaskins, Professor Hardy, honored guests, and faculty here, as well as Mackenzie and Logan, who asked me to give them a shout out. I would also like to thank family and friends, including those that could not be here with us today as we celebrate our success. Additionally, we would like to enunciate our appreciation to advisors, professors, and other faculty and staff for being malleable and continuing to educate us during these uncertain times. Your resilience has not gone unnoticed, and for that, we deeply appreciate you, everything that you do and have done for us. To our preceptors, thank you for taking the time to teach us and guide us, just as Master Yoda trained Luke Skywalker. Hopefully this has a better outcome. To the Physician Assistant Class of 2021, these past 24 months have been a long journey, but I don't need to remind you of that. Your perseverance, commitment, dedication, determination, and resoluteness has finally paid off. I hope your heads are big enough now. We made it through 2 taxing years at Sullivan University, the Duke of Louisville. I think I can say that. That last part was a joke. Where we learned you can go without a spleen. Where you withstood the capricious thermostat of the PA classroom. Where you took a class trip to Keeneland only to find out how bad of an idea that was. Where you currently unofficially, almost officially, earn the title of physician assistant. I thought I was giving this speech before they hooted us, but I still think it's appropriate to say that. And fun fact for those of you who don't know, physician assistant is now listed as the #1 job in the U.S. If you think I'm joking, consult Lord Google. As we take our departure from Sullivan University, let's continue to check in on one another and be there for each other. This is not goodbye. Let's also continue to be better than ourselves and do the right thing, especially when no one is watching. All right, and now to the good part, keeping this speech short and sweet. Today is the day we finally made it. Today is the day we can officially call ourselves physician assistants. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. It is my privilege to welcome Mr. Andrew Rutherford to lead the class in the oath of a physician assistant. Mr. Rutherford currently serves as immediate past president of the Kentucky Academy of Physician Assistants and chairman of the Government Affairs Committee. He received his Master's of Physician Assistant in 2014 and currently practices in critical care at the VA Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to the podium, Mr. Rutherford.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolm. Other faculty members, graduates, and your families and friends, allow me to share in this celebration. To the graduates, please remember that medicine is ever-changing, but however, some truths remain constant. As Hippocrates said, it is far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. So with this, would the candidates please rise and recite with me the oath of a physician assistant. Also, all other physician assistants in the audience today are also welcome to partake in this. Okay. So, I pledge to perform, and make sure to recite it with me, I think, so they want to speed it up a little bit. So, I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-malfeasance, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Graduates, if you accept this pledge to our profession, please say, "I do." Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rutherford. Dean Stutz and Chancellor Sullivan will now confer the Doctor of Pharmacy degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy please rise? Chancellor Sullivan, these students have fulfilled the requirements leading to the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, and I recommend these students to you for the conference of this degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Kentucky Council of Post-Secondary Education and the Board of Directors of Sullivan University, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Pharmacy degree with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives thereunto pertaining. Students, please move your tassels to the left. All right, graduates, please turn around and thank your family and friends and all that have supported you. Thank you all. All right, now continue with that. Dr. Malcolm.
Thank you, Chancellor Sullivan and Dean Stutz. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, it is now my pleasure to present the graduates of the class of 2021 Doctor of Pharmacy program. As graduates are recognized on stage for hooding, we will also identify award recipients. Through the generosity of various organizations and companies, awards have been made to students with high scholastic records or other achievements worthy of recognition. We will also distinguish graduates who have concurrently earned a Master of Business Administration degree, as well as those who will be pursuing postgraduate education in pharmacy residencies. For the hooding ceremony, I would like to welcome Drs. Lourdes Cross, Lynn Fuller, and Kimberly Darty to please come to the stage. Drs. Cross and Fuller have been selected by the class of 2021 to hood each graduate. Dr. Kimberly Darty, Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs and Assessment, will assist in awarding the diplomas. Dr. James Adam Alexander. Dr. Sogol Amjedi. Dr. Daphne Baker. Dr. Jesse Tyler Baker, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Dr. Davida Cadell Bibbs, cum laude. Dr. Matthew Owen Boyd, recipient of the Communication Excellence Scholarship and the Pharmacy Leadership Society First Year Recognition Award in his P1 year, and the Shooting for the Stars Award in his P2 year. Accepting Dr. Boyd's diploma today are his wife Samantha and his father Kevin. Dr. Kayla Diane Brock, recipient of the Viatris Excellence in Pharmacy Award. Dr. Holly Leanne Brown, magna cum laude. Dr. Emily Grace Bryan, magna cum laude, recipient of the Chancellor's Excellent Scholarship in pursuing a PGY1 pharmacy residency. Dr. Amanda Morgan Cecil, recipient of the MVP Award. Dr. Catherine Brooke Kearney Christie, cum laude, and pursuing a PGY1 pharmacy residency. Dr. Amelia Renee Cornforth, summa cum laude. Dr. Alexander Garrett Delaney. Dr. Andrew Joseph Dones, magna cum laude. Dr. Kelsey Renee Duncan, Master of Business Administration, recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement and pursuing a PGY1 community pharmacy residency. Dr. Marissa Brooke Eschman, magna cum laude and Master of Business Administration, and recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Tony Darlene Fick, recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Oshin Vandana Garrity. Dr. Megan Brooke Glass, recipient of the Extra Mile Award. Dr. David Wade Goldsmith. Dr. Emily Rochelle Henderson, summa cum laude, and recipient of the Chancellor's Excellent Scholarship and Shooting for the Stars Award. Dr. Sean Wesley Kalin. Dr. Magnor Khan. Dr. Maikim Lee. Dr. Priyanka Lekwani. Dr. Jessica Dawn Link, summa cum laude, and recipient of the Clinical Excellence Award and a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Ibrahim Matish, summa cum laude, recipient of the Faculty Gold Key, the Frank Fascione Benevolent Heart Award, a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement, and pursuing a PGY1 pharmacy residency. Dr. Jessica Nicole Mattingly, summa cum laude, and recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Nicholas Eastman McSorley, magna cum laude. Dr. Megan Michelle Meffert. Dr. Brittany Danielle Miller, cum laude and recipient of the Chancellor's Excellence Scholarship. Dr. Abdullahi Abdi Mohammed. Dr. Kyle Thomas Moulter, cum laude. Dr. Solange Mukam. Dr. Lisa Nguyen. Dr. Assurance Shom, summa cum laude and recipient of the Kentucky Society of Health System Pharmacists and Policastri Student Leadership Award and a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Alicia Marie Oliver. Dr. Annabelle Parsons, magna cum laude. Dr. Bhumika Montu Patel, cum laude. Dr. Joseph John Piaworski, summa cum laude and recipient of the Excellence in Professionalism Award. Dr. Alexa Ray Polston. Dr. Abigail Tate Quinlan. Dr. Ala Kundil. Dr. Ren Dwayne Riggle. Dr. Shiley LeMay Riggle, summa cum laude. Dr. Lady Sanchez, magna cum laude, recipient of the Spirit of the PharmD Profession Award and pursuing a PGY1 pharmacy residency. Dr. Paige Nicole Sheeler. Dr. Anthony J. Saw. Dr. Austin Marion Wayne Skaggs, Master of Business Administration. Dr. Elizabeth Addie Skelton. Dr. Murky Kaylin Sloan, recipient of a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement and pursuing a PGY1 pharmacy residency. Dr. Haley Nicole Smith. Dr. Chelsea Lynn Spence, summa cum laude, and recipient of the CVS Health Foundation Scholarship and a Triple Crown Certificate of Achievement. Dr. Ricky Joseph Strong, magna cum laude. Dr. Fuzong Tang. Dr. Andrews Tawia. Dr. Rowan Salmon Thornton, summa cum laude. Dr. Kelsey Ann Voiles, magna cum laude, and recipient of the Kentucky Pharmacists Association Professional Advocate Award. Dr. Reagan McKell Wills. Dr. Richard Andrew Wyatt. Dr. Aya Abdulgader Zabeda. Let's take a moment to congratulate the Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2021. The Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2021 has chosen one graduate to deliver the response from the class. This year, the address from the Doctor of Pharmacy program is offered by Dr. Ibrahim Matish. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Matish to the podium.
All right. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the Sullivan University Administration, distinguished faculty, Dean Stutz, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the amazing class of 2021. I am truly honored to be selected by you, despite your better judgment, to stand here today and deliver the commencement speech. It's been such an incredible pleasure to be part of this amazing class and share an auditorium with these remarkable students and professors over the last 3 years. So, we finally made it. 3 years. After almost 2,000 hours in clinical rotations and over 1,500 hours in the classroom, or as Rand likes to call it, 20 hours. He was okay with that joke. And after countless PowerPoint slides, here we are. Now we get to receive our degrees and go home after all this hard work and not have to worry about a single thing for the rest of our lives, right? We can only wish. With all seriousness, though, we are about to embark on an incredible journey, one that's going to have more highs and epic wins than we've ever experienced. But it would also have struggles that are going to be harder than we could have ever imagined. It's the good and the bad, but it could be so worth it. And ultimately, that's the important question. How do we make it worth it? How do we make our careers worthwhile? I've been thinking about this question a lot over the last year, and it led me to think about the end of my career. And I would encourage my fellow graduates to start thinking about the end of their career as well. Yeah, I figured things would get dark and depressing very quickly. But honestly, I think about the end of my career a lot, and it informs the decisions I make today, how I choose to spend my time, what opportunities I accept and which ones I decline, and what I choose to invest my efforts and energy in during the 24 hours I'm given each day. Because our career is nothing but a sum of dull, easy decisions we make over a period of 40 to 45 years. So let's start now. Think about how you will make your career meaningful and worthwhile. And how will it have the impact you want it to have in the world? When we're 65 and 70 years of age and we retire, we can look back over the decades of pharmacy practice, the blood, the sweat, and the tears we poured into our work as pharmacists. How will we know it was worthwhile and that it mattered? Well, I can't tell you how you'll know. Will it be how much money you have in your bank account, or how fast you were able to pay off those student loans, or how many students you've precepted? I can't tell you. But I can share 3 pieces of advice with you that I believe would help make our careers worthwhile. Number one, if you do not pursue what you want, you will never have it. We have made a lot of sacrifices to get where we are today. We have chased our dream to become a pharmacist at this destination. Do not relent in your pursuit. If your only goal is to become a pharmacist, then create a new goal. If community pharmacy is your passion, then be the one to implement new services and protocols. If precepting students is something that excites you, then share your passion and knowledge with your future students and the inspiration of being a lifelong learner. Lives stagnate without goals and purpose. If you do not pursue what you want, you will never have it. Number two, if you don't take a step forward, you will remain in the same place. Today, we celebrate 64 strangers that came together to learn a very unique craft. One of the many reasons we love this profession is there is no pharmacist that's an expert in every medication or disease state. No one has all the answers. There are no areas of pharmacology where everything has been discovered and set in stone. This profession of ours is very dynamic, and change seems to be the only constant element in it. And because of that, it is incumbent upon us to always be learning, always be curious, and always strive to become better pharmacists than the day before. If not for ourselves, then we must do it for our patients. If you don't take a step forward, you will remain in the same place. The last piece of advice I'll leave you with is that for us to live a life we can be proud of and have a career that will be worthwhile, we should never lose sight of where we came from and who we are. But who are we, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you did. You see, I am the class of 2021. I am a young mother of 2 children who grew up in Cadiz, Kentucky. I took a break from school after my undergraduate studies to figure out what I want to do in life before I realized that my passion lies within pharmacy. I am a father of 2. I was an ICU nurse for several years before I realized that my true purpose was pharmacy. I was born and raised in Fleming County, Kentucky. That's where I was a teacher. I taught things like English and math to a lot of 6- and 7-year-olds. That was before I started pharmacy school. I am the class of 2021. I was born and raised in Kentucky. I chose this career to better my home and serve those around me. I'm from outside of Kentucky. I'm from Park Hills, Missouri, Mount Carmel, Illinois, and many other places. My love for pharmacy compelled me to travel far from home, away from family and friends, to pursue my passion. I'm in a new country. I grew up in China, South Korea, Cameroon, Ghana, Libya, and Iran. And I came here after developing a love for science and medicine and a desire to transform that into a career in pharmacy. And now I have a second home. I am the class of 2021. I am a father of 2. I grew up in Bedford, Indiana, and I am proud to be the first member of my family to earn a doctorate degree. I'm a traditional student. I've always desired a career in healthcare, but it wasn't until my last year of college that I realized pharmacy is my true calling. I am a non-traditional student. I lived a couple of lives before this one, but I know I wasn't happy until I chose this profession. I am a bright young man who lost his life before he could achieve great things. I was loved, respected, and cherished by everyone that knew me. And I know I will forever be part of your memories. I am Matthew Boyd, and I am the class of 2021. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Matish. It is now my privilege to welcome Dr. Tina Claypool to the podium to lead the class in the oath of a pharmacist. Dr. Claypool serves as the president of the Kentucky Society of Health System Pharmacists, one of the professional organizations, pharmacy organizations in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. She is also an ambulatory care clinical pharmacy supervisor and director of the PGY2 Ambulatory Care Residency Program at the University of Louisville Health, University of Louisville Hospital. Welcome, Dr. Claypool.
Good morning, everyone. Pharmacy graduates, today is such an exciting day for you. I cannot believe that it was over 25 years ago that I too graduated. I remember being excited. I also remember being very nervous. I asked a recent graduate back then in 1995, "How do you do it? I don't feel like I know it all." I was scared. But guess what? 25 plus years later, I still don't know it all. That might be frightening for those of you in the audience, but it's true. If we've learned nothing else from this pandemic, it's that there are many unknowns in science and in healthcare. I find that now exciting, not scary. The pharmacy profession has been fantabulous for me. I do not regret 1 minute of being a pharmacist. It's been hard, it's been challenging, but each and every day I've found it to be rewarding. I've worked in a community hospital, I've worked in retail pharmacy, I've worked at a healthcare institution, academic medical center, I've worked in management, I've worked in critical care, I've worked in an outpatient pharmacy, and I now work in ambulatory care pharmacy. I loved and learned in each of those career steps. But I want to tell you, 25 years ago, I never dreamed I would be where I am today. If someone would have told me that I would be president of our state health system society, I would have laughed. I used to get nervous, my voice would shake, my hands would shake, giving a presentation in front of a preceptor. I'm now that preceptor. There's nothing to be scared of. Embrace the fear, embrace the unknown, and be a part of the positive growth and patient care that we don't yet even see. Also, my passion for learning is fueled by the pharmacy colleagues that I've met along the way. Your class is close. You've met some of your best friends, cheerleaders, and supporters. I ask that you find those folks as you move forward. For me, it has been those colleagues in KSHP, at my job place, fellow preceptors, and you students. You challenge me each and every day, each year. I still don't know everything. You guys teach me, my patients teach me, healthcare evolution teaches me. So enjoy your career as a lifelong learner. Don't settle for now. Look ahead, set your dreams. Pharmacy changes every year. Trust me, it's going to change. It's important that you contribute to making that change positive. I will not retire until every pharmacist has a role as being a patient care advocate. And what I mean by that, I would like for every patient, every person, to have their own pharmacist, right? Their pharmacist that they can call up, walk up to, talk to, receive care. Most of us do that for our friends and family members now, but really every patient should have access to a pharmacist. And I want to ask you to help me in that journey, not because I want to retire anytime soon. In fact, I'm often asked, when will I? Why would I retire? I love this career. I love it. So be a part of that positive change. If it seems scary or you don't know how, reach out to your colleagues that have been in the trenches for many years. We'll be happy to support you and look forward to you joining us along the way. So would the PharmD candidates please rise and recite with me the oath of a pharmacist. Also, all pharmacists in the audience today are also welcome to join me as we recite the oath of our profession. You may find this on the very last page of your program. I promise to devote myself to a lifelong service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily and with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Graduates, if you accept this pledge to our profession, please say I do. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Claypool. Right. Would all graduates from the class of 2021, both programs, faculty members, and platform personnel please rise for the recessional? I would like to ask the audience to please remain seated and wait to leave the sanctuary following the last member of the recessional. Thank you all for attending this morning's celebration, and this now concludes the Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences 2021 commencement ceremony.